CCP always say they have 1.4 billion population, but now it's less than 1 billion Chinese people.
Right. Very much so. And as I said before, I mean, they have the same issue in Russia, and even in the United States. The industrial world is getting older, and people are having less kids, nowadays. But internally with China, because of policies that were enacted by Deng Xiaoping and Mao Zedong with the one-child policy, it's going to come back and bite them. I mean, there's a lot of economic, problems that weren't thought of even then. Mao Zedong, he thought that they wouldn't have the the means to support that kind of population, but China has grown, even though as they've thrown total Marxism out of the window ideologically wise, and they've embraced a form of authoritarian state capitalism, which is still communist, but is more market based to some extent. But the thing about the Chinese system, while it's inferior and will never work long term, is that their thinkers, their businessmen, their scientists, they don't have an original thought in their body. They have to rely on stealing international and intellectual property from people in the West to further their cause, and we have to recognize that. In in a free and open society like we have in the West, in the United States, we could make these discoveries and advancements and stuff like that. We could think of things that never were. In China, they can't, because their system, authoritarianism and communism does not allow for creativity or self-expression. We have to take that to the bank. Thank you.
Wow, thank you for sharing. And CCP is guilty of genocide,
They are committing genocide and stuff, and it's sickening what they're doing to the Uyghurs in, that province, all the, labor camps and gulags and education camps that they have. It's a despotic cancer that you will find in the communist system, and it should be condemned to the back pages of history. And I think that is happening now. Sooner or later, people will look back at this era and look at this bizarre chapter of this system, and now we'll finally recognize that the final pages are now being written with your efforts.